back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
He get you like Eddie Kane. You ain't got your girl in check.
The defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And some strong running. Still on his feet.
Come on.
Got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cheetah base.
His coverage.
It's Wilson.
No.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he's got room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Nah, I know what towels is. I ain't never did that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Kind of like bear crawls in the bear crawl position.
Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
34-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the delay, here's Carson.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Down, Wilson. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I remember I told my coach I was finna quit.
And 10.
I was like, oh my. I ain't leave though, cause hell yeah.
Progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid.
This was in high school. I was going to West High. I was in Cincinnati then.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to move the clock? We just got to do ball control.
I said, I didn't know what to do.
Second down. McDonald looking deep in the direction of, and got his man complete.
Oh yeah.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Nah, yeah.
Touchdown.
Nah, he didn't. Coach, it was Mike Middleton.
Now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show.
And then Coach, we had a coach, Coach Dre. He coached at Princeton up there. Now he just got the Princeton head coaching job. But he was our coach, and when Woods was beating our ass, they was beating us like 76-6. And at the end of the game, they coach was laughing and shit. He was like, "Fuck y'all laughing at?" Like he was getting ready to get the boxing with their coach and everything. I gave him like 3 touchdowns that game. I was the long snapper on punts and shit, and I kept snapping them motherfucker right into the end zone. I couldn't get right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were.
Man, I did that shit a bunch of times. Like, I was like, why y'all keep sending me out there? Stop. I was so embarrassed. Now, I was a tight end. I just was the only person that could long snap, so I did long snapping too, but I played tight end.
39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down.
You played with Carlos Hyde, didn't you?
Can increase.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush down right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Bam.
Touchdown. Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Fielded in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Still going. And he will score.
Ooh, took him to the house on his whole ass.
Choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked. And
Man, you got that damn song, that green light shit stuck in my head now.
But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield.
Man.
Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend.
It is. This nigga Tupac ain't even got to fucking grab me, but Meg Thee Stallion, you got to fucking kiss my ass.
They did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away. I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets out
and this bitch
pocket,
goddamn,
plays result downfield.
I don't understand this shit.
The pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3
Fuck that
touchdowns
shit.
combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have
Fuck
you
Doja Cat. She said something about black people.
Like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly
nowhere to go here.
Oh my God.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a foul recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third.
Baby shark. Do, 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 do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from
Baby
the red zone
shark.
now on first down.
Mommy. All right, let me stop.
Here's the option.
That should have been stuck in my head all night, too.
He's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Right.
Pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about
You ain't catch
jump-starting
shit,
your
shit.
team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. And that one one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Elliott. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
32-yard line.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
2nd and 2.
He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'd be high. Just think, too, you think you at home.
And that's enough to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Carson.
Well, that elevator smell like hell.
7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him.
That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Operating from the gun, Wilson going for it all.
Nice.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And
Yeah.
Myers able to knock it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
An 8-play drive capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to
I think
say,
for me, which I don't know what y'all got, boys or girls. For me, it'll be a little bit more difficult because I got a girl, but at the same time, there's so many women in my family, just on my side alone.
At the 25.
I'll figure this shit on out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut
Ryan got a
down.
basketball team.
So time to retool a bit.
and probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And this is going to be a Cowboys.
Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, I agree with you on that. That shit's scary as hell to think about, but shit, if you had to, you would do it.
Here's Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
First down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense.
If you got 10,000 to put down on the house, you can have bad credit.
This passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
But probably because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not
nah, you can't. I can't even think of a neighborhood down here you could get a house for 80.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You're going to have to fix that bitch up, though.
First down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Flush to his right.
Yeah, I do.
And that will be incomplete as well.
I know how to do drywall myself, so.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal.
See, that wouldn't even be.
What they wanted, but
That wouldn't even be bad there.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Buying time to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 2nd and 11 at the 41. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense.